Greetings, everybody. I just want to say that it's an honor and a privilege to be sharing with you guys today. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 keys to success. To anybody, by show of hands, how many people want to be successful? All right. What is success? What do you find as success? Anybody?
Be happy.
Being happy.
Have enough.
To have enough.
Have enough anything. To
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be your best self.
To be your best self.
plan, to make your plan.
To have a plan to accomplish your goals. That's good. So, as far as with me growing up, I had a lot of obstacles to overcome. I grew up, my parents divorced at a very young age, so I was forced to live in a single parent household when I was very young. Second thing, at the age of 5, I was diagnosed with a learning disability. I had a disability called auditory memory disorder. Another thing was that my mom, a lot of times I had 2 younger siblings, and usually a cousin or a aunt living with us, so we really didn't have a lot of space or a lot growing up. But in spite of those things, I was able to graduate with an advanced degree in college. I was able to play in the NFL. I was able also to become a college professor. And I attribute these things or these accomplishments to 3 things I did in my life. The first thing that I did was I made good decisions. So a lot of times, I remember my 8th grade basketball coach, Mr. Masterson. He was my dean of students and my basketball coach in junior high, ex-Marine guy, very crazy, just a crazy guy. And he said, "Walter, you have all the potential in the world, but your friends are going to be your downfall." And at that time, I really didn't understand what he was trying to say, or I really didn't get it. And then 3 months later, I graduated from junior high, and I was actually trying out for the freshman football team at my high school. And a couple of my friends also, too, decided to join. So if you guys ever know about football, there's this thing before you play the first game called doubles and triples. So doubles and triples are you have 3 practices in one day. In the hot sun, August sun, it's usually 90, 100 degrees outside, and it's very uncomfortable. And I remember between one practice and the second practice, my friends were like, "You know what, Walter, let's just quit. Let's just go back. We all live in the same neighborhood, and, just go out, hang out, and probably just do bad things. Mostly drugs or, talk to girls or whatever it was at that time." And I made the most important decision I ever made in my life. I decided to stay when they decided to leave. And fast forward 4 years later, by the time I was a senior in high school, I was the #1 running back in the state of Illinois.
Whoa!
I was able to graduate high school, and from that 8th grade table and my group of friends, only 2 of us stayed at that high school for all 4 years and graduated high school. And I was the only one to go to college and to graduate from college. And, so it's very important that we make good decisions. What decisions that we make, a lot of times when we're very young, it has a direct correlation to, who we are now and the type of lifestyle that we live right now. So, making good decisions is very important. The next thing I did was I didn't put limits on myself. A lot of times, especially in school, we get labels. And labels a lot of times are designed to put limits on us. So based on my learning disability, I had a label. Based on sometimes your skin color, you get labels. Based on your gender, a lot of times you get labels. And a lot of times that puts us in a box. And when we're in that box, we only feel like our ceiling is so high. But we all have potential. We all have basically a divine purpose that we can do something better than anybody else can do, and that we can be whatever we want to be. But a lot of times we don't do those things because of this box that we're in, that other people put us in. So I challenge you guys to get outside your box. The last thing and the third thing I have was hard work. So hard work is important. And with that, I remember a older guy took me under his wing, and he was actually the first Division I football player at our high school in maybe about 20, 30 years. And he took me under his wing. It's like, if you want to be successful, this is what you have to do. And our high school started at 7:30 in the morning. I was there at 6 a.m. lifting weights with this older gentleman. And you don't get arms like this from just lifting the
Couch.
yeah, couch and just lifting the remote channels. So a lot of times, we were there consistently every day. And in 4 years, I probably missed about 15 days of working out in the morning.
Wow.
And a lot of times, our school didn't have hot showers, so I took cold showers.
Oh.
It woke you up, so it woke you up. And even that, working even on the physical, I also worked on the mental. And I knew that I had some shortcomings academically, but what I did was discipline myself and I worked hard. And I just remember, even being a teacher and a former high school teacher, I treated my teachers with respect and I did my homework. And a big advice, and a lot of times I speak to like high schools and junior high, if you do your homework and you act nice to them, they'll probably give you a B. That's the trick. If you're nice and you do your homework, you probably get a B in the class, most definitely. So I just committed to doing those things. I committed to just being the best I could be, not only on the field, but in the academically. And it gave me an opportunity to go to college. And while in college, I was able to graduate with dual degrees, and I was able to have an opportunity to play in the NFL for a couple of years. So basically, as I wrap up, what I want to say is that you can do anything that you put your mind to. All you have to do is put the hard work in, make good decisions, and not put limits on yourself, and you can accomplish anything that you want to. Thank you.